take a test. Or like the way the classroom is set up now, that I've got this room that you can't really have individual desks. The space doesn't allow it. So the last test some of my students took, I sort of expected them to copy off of one another. And this girl and her boyfriend copied, and they failed the test miserably. So, there you go. Go ahead, copy off of him, please.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to a time check, but we're just gonna continue because I gotta get whatever that technical difficulty is with that music.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But it is something that when you I actually checked it today, and when I played it back, it wasn't any difficulties. But when I listened to it on the iPad, you hear like the scratching sort of sound.
So, but you don't think the audience is hearing?
No, the audience is hearing.
Okay.
Because like if you put this on, you could actually hear. Yeah. See, so that's like the check right there.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
All right,
that,
let's see what happens.
Yeah, and so
time check. Time check is 8:16 p.m.
Yes, that time check is brought to you right here
by Simperex Alexander, and I'm not reading this, so I guess I should stand up. We're gonna have to organize this desk here. Time check is where is it at? Ansel?
Time check is brought to you
by
Semper Alexander Computer Consultants,
where they implement cost-effective solutions to fulfill your business needs. Call them at 973-763-2011. Again, 973-763-2011. We'll be right back after this short break. Now let's see what happens.
No, we're not going to go for the break.
We're not going to go for the break?
Yeah, because if
you
we
want
go,
me to sing?
No, because listen, if we try this, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try it and see. All right?
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome, and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will...
So we're not going to do that. We are back with you. It's in the village with Margie and Ansel on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SoulMore Radio. That's facebook.com/SoulMore Radio. You can tweet us at SoulMore Radio. That's at SoulMore Radio. You can also send us your email at soulmore.org@gmail.com. That's soulmore.org@gmail.com. You can also listen to us on tunein.com. That's tunein.com. tunein.com. You can also call our offices at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. Now, there is another article in the Village Green. Club Soccer 101 author comes to Words. You know Words Bookstore, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Have you ever attended any of those book signings there?
No, I see some, and some look really interesting, but I just haven't found the time.
Yeah. He has been the go-to club soccer expert on ESPN Radio, NPR, CBS News New York, Bloomberg.com, and the New York Post.
And now he's coming to Maplewood. Luke Dempsey, author of the recently published Club Soccer 101, The Essential Guide to the Stars, Stats, and Stories of 101 of the Greatest Teams of the World, will be visiting Words Bookstore on Thursday. That's today. Wow. To speak with fans about soccer and sign books, Club Soccer 101 is built as the essential guide to 101 of the most storied soccer clubs in the world. The book covers the history of European powerhouse teams like Arsenal, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, and Real Madrid. Historic South American clubs like Boca Juniors, Corinthians, Peñarol, and Santos, and rising clubs from Africa, Asia, and America, including leading MLS clubs as LA Galaxy, New York Red Bulls, and Seattle Sounders.
Now, you know geography, right?
Yes, I do.
Where do you think Santos is from? You know geography. It's in South America. Take a guess.
No.
It's considered one of the top
What, with
soccer
Brazil?
teams. Yeah, it's Brazil.
Okay.
You see, look
Okay.
at that. You know.
All
yeah.
right.
I knew you were. I know you was always. I know you were.
Oh,
very
you're really
intelligent.
full of compliments today. You must have really missed me. Dempsey is known for his passionate and knowledgeable writing, but he's also done his research. The book explained what makes each club distinctive, including origins, fans, and style of play, their greatness and most heartbreaking seasons, and historic victories and defeats, and their most famous players from Pele. How do you say this name?
Eusebio.
Eusebio.
Yeah.
And
the U
Maradona.
silent. Maradona. Yeah.
To Lionel Messi.
Lionel. It's pronounced Lionel.
Lionel Messi, Wayne Rooney, and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pele is from Brazil.
I know that.
Eusebio is from. What would that name be from?
I don't know. It sounds kind of.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maradona is from Argentina. Lionel Messi is also from Argentina. Wayne Rooney is from England. And Ronaldo. It's two Ronaldo. There's a Ronaldo from Brazil and there's a Ronaldo from Portugal.
You know, do you think Americans like soccer? I was trying to think of something that Americans don't like, and I thought soccer might be one of those things.
They love soccer.
Oh, get out of here!
You know, soccer is the biggest sport in the world, right?
in the world outside of the United States.
Yeah, because Americans play football.
Yes, because it's brutal.
Yeah, and that stuff. You know, I got all these stories, right? Of course. So my son said to me one time, he was like about 10, Dad, I want to play football. I don't want him to play football. I just think it's too violent of a sport. You know, the body wasn't made to be crashing against each other.
I thought that's what men liked, crashing into each other.
No. Maybe in America.
In America.
Not in
United
other countries.
States.
Just in the United States of America. And when you compare United States of America to all other countries in the world, it's minute. Right? So yeah.
You can't say that.
As far as population is concerned. If you come...
But culturally, the United States influences.
The world?
I would think so, sure.
Nah.
I bet more people know who Oprah and Michael Jackson and Beyonce are all over the world than they do who know who Ronaldo.
No, everybody in the world will know who Ronaldo is. Mainly, most people would know it's
can't.
Americans. Most of the people who would not know it is Americans. Everybody else. You go to the Caribbean, you go to South America, you go to Asia, you go to anywhere across Europe. I mean, everybody know who Pele is.
I know who Pele is.
Right. Everybody knows who Lionel Messi is. Everybody.
Okay.
It's like, you know, no one. I mean, all right, go to Spain and ask them who Derek Jeter is. They'd be like, who?
Nobody cares. I mean, I don't want to say that, but I mean, you know how
take
baseball is supposed to be.
biggest icon in football in America. No, LeBron James, he's going to be known across the world. Basketball.
Right.
That's different. It depends on the sport.
Yeah, I think the world appreciates basketball.
Yeah, if it's basketball, and that's more global.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk about a football player, baseball player, forget about it.
I don't
Hockey,
think baseball,
hockey. Maybe you got to if he's a Russian or a Canadian, but forget about it. But even cricket, because
get out of here. Nobody cares about cricket.
you know, again,
In the United States.
all of my-
In the United States.
in
I'm
the
saying.
United States,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. The United States believe that they call baseball the World Series. That's not the World Series.
No, it's not.
It's not, what are you talking about the World Series?
I mean, you know, but I mean, this is this country, and you know.
But you see, I mean, listen, I love this country.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you, and it's people like your ancestors who paved the way for us coming from the Caribbean to be able to do what we do in this country today.
Okay.
And you know what? I tell a lot of Caribbean. No, but, so why you laugh at that?
Go ahead.
you don't-
So, no, I mean, yeah.
You don't believe that?
I know that's a fact, but you're being way too gracious today. You should just go ahead and be a regular.
I'm being honest.
Okay.
These are things that I always believed. This is nothing new. You see, you know what happened? I know what happened. This is what happened.
Oh my goodness.
When I gave you that analogy of those two doors and the window,
Oh
you
my
went home and you said, you know what?
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to stop looking at that closed door and look at the open window and the open door.
Okay.
And that's all good. That's all good. Let me, before we go to the other story.
Yeah, I'm like looking for it
I
right
know.
now.
I used to tell people that do not look down on African Americans if they don't want to work in Kentucky Fried Chicken, if they don't want to work in McDonald's, if they want to work in Burger King. Because I'll be honest with you, as poor as I was in Trinidad, I was not going to work in no Kentucky Fried Chicken or no Burger King. I didn't care. I wasn't going to flip no burgers. But in Trinidad, we had what's called Royal Castle.
Uh-huh.
We didn't have Kentucky Fried Chicken back then like they do now. But I wasn't going to flip no burgers for no company. I was too proud to flip burgers. So I tell people from the Caribbean, you cannot look down on people of African American descent and say that, oh, they don't want to do this job and they don't want to do this. When you will come to this country and you will go work in a person's home and take care of their kids, and you wouldn't do that in your own country.
So people wouldn't do that?
No. You're too proud to do that. I don't care how poor you are. You ain't gonna. Well, at least in my community, as poor as we are, I knew of no one who went to work in anyone else's house. No one. You rather, most of the time the government provide you with a job, and you work more of a government job more than anything else. So, and I try to tell people that. Anyway, let's get back to the next. I always.
Oh, going off on that tangent.
Yeah,
it's okay.
You gotta excuse me. I was ranting and raving.
It is ranting.
Yeah,
it's all right. We
this
all
song
have
called-
to do it at some point.
Okay, now here's another story in the Village Green. Hank Zona, wine geek, unwrapped. You know Hank Zona.
Yes, I do.
He's a popular guy in South Orange and Maplewood.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Wine was always on the table, says Hank Zona, longtime Maplewood resident, about his childhood in Staten Island, New York. You saw that article in the New York Times about Maplewood, right?
I didn't read the article.
It was pretty good. But the article was planted. Huh?
Yeah, well, why? Because people...
But that's a good thing, though. That's a good
who, how do you say that? People who work in journalism live here.
Yeah,
so they're going to
yeah.
write about the
I
community.
know, that's great. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. And we got to go to that article again because there were 3 things that they talk about why people
How many
move.
things?
3.
Oh, 3. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Why people move to Maplewood. You see, there she go again.
No, it's not tree. It's
she's
3.
always mocking my accent.
No, you said it was 3 things. So, but
Yeah.
it's not tree. It's 3. Go ahead.
One of them was diversity. Number 2 was diversity. Right? What was the other 2? I don't remember the other 2.
Why people move to Maplewood?
Yeah, why they moved to Maplewood.
Probably because it's just a nice looking place.
In addition to that, there were some statistics that, according to the 2010 census, 56% is white, 35% is black, 7% is Hispanic, and 3% is Asian.
Okay.
That was kind of surprising.
This is in the article?
Yes,
Did
in
you
the
read this
article.
article yesterday?
Yeah.
You read it yesterday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it up, and talk about it.
I'm back
So.
on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
So Zona's love and appreciation of wine started before he attended college at Cornell in Ithaca. Oh, he went to Ivy League school. Grew when his mother sent him and his brother to stay with her family one summer in the Alsace region of France, where he visited local wineries and breweries, and was cemented when he answered an ad in Wine Spectator magazine for a teaching assistant job, where his main task was to pour wines for tasting. Still, he worked as a headhunter in New York City for 25 years, but admits that one of the benefits of being self-employed was the ability to develop this interest in wine. Wine is personal, wine is social, wine is connective, he gushed, as he proffered a book about the food and wine of Alsace, explaining his mother's family connection to the region and the influence his early visit had on him. So this guy is all about wine. You know, in Trinidad, wine is a little different for us. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
You heard about Carnival.